Is that Crazy Dave? Okay, you know what? This might be the best game ever created. It feels like that every other month there is some stupid, janky looking game that every streamer on the Twitch platform jumps onto because the concept of it is simply really intriguing. Quarantine Zone: The Last Check is the latest one of these, and I've been seeing it float around quite a bit to the point that it captured my attention. And I'm gonna be honest, the idea of running a quarantine checkpoint where you have to figure out who to let into your base and who to liquidate with a bunch of funky medical tools, that is a neat idea, and the first half of my playthrough was really enjoyable. Trying to figure out how everything works, assigning symptoms to survivors, and doing the little bulletin board quests you randomly get. I don't know, man, you end up getting into a groove, and it's kind of fun. But the moment you end up in the second half of your playthrough, you figure out how poorly thought out all the systems are and how easily you can break them. You are infected. You are infected. You are infected. Are you infected? Oh, that was a real person. This is very, very obvious, but Quarantine Zone seems to be heavily inspired by Papers, Please, which is a fantastic game. I wouldn't say they directly copied them though, but it's clear that they took aspects from it and tried to put a spin on it, which could be kinda neat. I think the inspection being virus related rather than a passport control can lead to some fun, creative interactions that you couldn't have done in Papers, Please. So I find it rather strange how much they didn't really take advantage of that. In Papers, Please, there were a lot of moral choices you had to make for people that didn't have the correct paperwork but still wanted to be let through. Should you loosen your grip or will they mess something up? Is it worth letting them through for maybe an extra reward down the line, or do you play it safe by rejecting them? Quarantine Zone also kinda tries to do this, right? People come to your little safe haven asking you to let them in even if they are clearly infected with an incurable and deadly virus. But these are not equal in the slightest. You don't know if it's the right choice in Papers, Please, right? They might do something bad, but that's not certain. In Quarantine Zone, however, if they are 100% infected, why would you risk letting them through? It makes no sense.
Please, just check. You'll see I'm fine.
Bro, you got a zombie bite in the middle of your forehead. What do you mean you're fine? If you let infected people into the quarantine zone, they will turn the next day and take out a few clean survivors. So no matter what, you don't want to let any infected people through, right? Well, that is correct, besides on days where the convoy arrives. So the main goal of Quarantine Zone is trying to meet a quota of healthy, non-infected people, and every 5 to 6 days a convoy arrives, picking up all those survivors in exchange for some medical points and money that you can spend to upgrade your base. But on the day the convoy arrives, you still need to do the quarantine check, and if you let everyone in, even the infected people, you can just send them off in the convoy for no downside whatsoever. I think you lose like $100 for every infected person sent, but you also get $400 for letting anyone in anyway. So I earned 300. Like, did they not think this through? It's a huge oversight. This is how I feel about a lot of the mechanics in this game. They feel also paper thin without much thought put into them. Like, the game wants you to call over a survivor and then slowly go through all the symptoms to figure out if they are clean or infected. But if some stupid chud with green skin shows up, I just pop him. Because I know they are infected. In Papers, Please, I keep coming back to this game. I'm sorry, okay? But you had to dig through a lot of paperwork to figure out if the information the citizens gave was correct, which was never crystal clear, and forgery was often pretty easy to glance over. But in this game, they show up with black moldy patches on their limbs, and the game expects you to ask yourself, is he infected? I need to go through all my tools and figure this mystery out. Bro, his skin is literally rotting, like it's It's so obvious. Besides the main meat of the pie, the inspecting part, this game also has such a need to throw these little hopelessly undercooked mini games at you, like this dissecting one where you can cut out a specific organ from an infected patient so you can research it and find new symptoms. It's a neat idea, but again, the execution of it is so paper thin. Whatever, man, you do you. Then you also got this really dumb drone shooting mini game where you have to defend your base against a wave of zombies that are comically big for no reason whatsoever. I swear, every single time a game has a helicopter turret sequence, I just look like this. They are never fun. But out of all these mini games though, calling them mini games is being very generous. They are more side activities than mini games. The zombie cage was the one that stuck out to me the most. Not because of the cage itself, mind you, but because you need to feed the zombie inside of it, which you can do by delivering bodies to it on this stupid little cart, which you can drive around like a moron. It's actually top tier game design. Move out of the way, sir. Sir, I need to get through. What is going on here, man? He just doesn't care. He doesn't care. All right, no one is allowed in anymore. You guys need to turn around. The quarantine zone is at full capacity. How is this game real? Okay, but seriously though, why am I reviewing this game? Like, out of everything I could have played, I decided to pick a trendy, acid flip piece of crap, where the developers clearly bought a bunch of props from the Unreal Engine store. The mechanics are shallow, the art style is dull and almost non-existent, it's rather glitchy. I mean, I soft-locked myself in the first 5 minutes of booting the game up. Why did I decide to not just play this game, but also make a whole ass video on it? Well, you see, I don't know. It's the lamest answer possible, but it's the simple truth. Look, okay, I like games, I like good games, I like mediocre games, and yes, I even like bad games. I'm the guy that fully completed the goddamn Golem game, okay? I like to see what works, what doesn't, what looks neat, and what looks like garbo, and Quarantine Zone has redeeming qualities. It's not horrible, okay? I think a first playthrough can be fun, especially when you just kinda mess around, but beyond the 4-hour mark, there isn't really anything hooking you in. I do see some sort of vision here. The developers wanted to make a simple little checkup game, and they made a simple little checkup game where you have to shoot 30 rats for an achievement. It has a lot of rough edges, it probably doesn't deserve the attention it got compared to a lot of other higher quality titles, but I'm not gonna sit here and insult the creators of it, man. I paid 18 bucks for this, and I think I had 18 bucks worth of fun. I'll give it 2 stars for enjoyment and 1 for difficulty. Also, Devolver Digital published this, which is rather strange. If you want an actual good version of Quarantine Zone, though, just go play Papers, Please. I know it's a bit older, but this is still a really goddamn good title. And also subscribe and join my Patreon, please. Okay, bye-bye.